This is an audiobook created by Relay Publishing, who own exclusive copyright to the story in all territories and formats. For more information, please go to our website, www.relaypub.com. We hope you enjoy.
Chapter 15. Natalie. The sex was amazing, and afterward we both collapsed onto the bed, spent and happy. James took care of the condom, then pulled me closer to him, cradling my head against his chest. "I've been waiting so long for you, Natalie, but it was worth it." I pulled his face closer to mine and answered him with a kiss. We clung to each other as our breathing evened out. "I can't fall asleep yet," I murmured against his chest. "I'll be right back." I got out of bed and pulled on a discarded sweater since the giant room was freezing. "Then, round 2, James laughed. "I need a few minutes to recover, woman." "Maybe." I stuck my tongue out at him and ran to the bathroom to clean up. Before I left, I couldn't help noticing the mark he'd left on my neck. I stormed out. "James, you left a hickey on me like we're back in high school." "Look," I shouted, then immediately froze when I saw that he was on the phone. His eyes went wide and he grimaced. "Yeah, Bernie, that's Natalie," he said sheepishly. "Oh, we're just hanging out." My face burned as I realized what was going on. His grandmother just discovered that we were sleeping together. James listened for a few seconds, his eyes cutting to me. "I'm not sure what she's up to this weekend." A pause. "You think?" "Okay, I'll ask her." He listened again. I'll tell her." "You're right. No one can say no to you, Bern. You got it. Love you. Bye." He tossed the phone on the bed with a sigh. "I hope you don't have plans for this weekend because Bernie has just laid claim to it." My heartbeat sped up. What in the world was happening? I just have the usual boring stuff planned. Laundry, grocery shopping, stuff like that. Why? It's her 80th birthday and she's having a huge blowout in the Hamptons. She said, and I quote, "Now that you and Natalie are a couple, she must come." What could I say to her? That we're just having fun? He chuckled. "If you really don't want to come and pretend to be a couple in front of my family, then I'll find a way to get you out of it." I felt a splinter pierce the joy I'd been experiencing. Just having fun? Pretend couple? Yeah, what we had was still brand new, but it meant something to me. What did it mean to him? Was he really as casual about it as he sounded? I took a deep breath and reminded myself that we hadn't made any promises to one another. Besides, Christopher had told me during one of our planning meetings that his brother had experienced his own share of relationship challenges. Maybe James wasn't ready to put a label on whatever it was that we were doing now. It wasn't like we really needed to have the whole commitment talk 20 minutes after our first fuck. Knowing Bernie, she's probably already sent a group text to the rest of the family saying we're engaged, James continued. I shook off my concerns and plopped down on the edge of the bed. "Well, if that's the case, you better get the ring right." He cocked an eyebrow at me. "Is that a fact?" "Yep." I nodded. Emerald cut diamond with a diamond-encrusted platinum band, or I walk. I saw it in the window at Tiffany's. "Tiffany's is for tourists," he answered, eyeing me critically. "Do you have a carat requirement, or is that up to me?" "I'll let you make that decision. Doesn't have to be huge or anything." I fiddled with the bedsheet. "Well, you should know by now I'm a go big or go home kind of guy." I lifted the sheet and peeked underneath. "That's very true." He laughed and dragged me closer to him, circling his arms around me. "You're ridiculous." We snuggled together for a few seconds until I sat up with a start. "I don't have anything to wear, like, not a stitch of clothing that could be considered Hamptons appropriate. I don't even know what people wear in the Hamptons. Blazers with ascots? Riding pants? Gowns?" "I can take care of that," he said gently. "Leave it to me." "No, I'm seriously stressing out. What will we do all weekend? Play croquet?" He laughed at me. "Not quite, but honestly, you're close. Bernie likes to celebrate, and we want to make sure that this event is a big one. It starts Friday night with a welcome cocktail party for just the family. Then we have brunch on Saturday morning, followed by a day on the beach. Big volleyball game if you're up for it. Then we have time to relax in the afternoon and get ready for the main event Saturday night. It'll be a gigantic outdoor party on the grounds, and everybody who's anybody will be there. Prepare to be impressed when you hear the guest list. Oh, and there's one more VIP you'll have to meet. My nerves kicked into overdrive. Who? My mother and her her boyfriend. I felt my mouth drop open. James had never even mentioned his mother, and now I was going to be spending the weekend with her? Stop worrying, she's harmless. Plus, you've already got the Bernie seal of approval, so you're golden. Holy shit, now I'm really nervous. I thought the celebrities were bad enough. I'd never put you in a position where you'll be uncomfortable. Don't you trust me? I shook my head vigorously, hiding my smile. He huffed out a laugh. Looks like I have some work to do then. We'll be on our own on Sunday morning since most people will wake up with hangovers, he continued. Then there's a quick lunch and we're on our way. He squeezed my hand. Trust me, we're going to have a good time. It's Thursday night. When will I have a chance to shop? Maybe Steph has some stuff I can wear? And if we're driving to the Hamptons on a Friday afternoon? Oh my God, we'll be sitting in traffic for hours. I'm definitely bringing my Kindle to pass the time. Ah, yes, your porn collection. I reached out to smack him, but he ducked away. First of all, we're taking tomorrow off to pick up some clothing for you. I started to protest, but he put his finger to my lips. Boss's order. And second, you don't have to worry about the traffic. I frowned at him. Are we leaving at noon to beat the rush? James shook his head. That won't give us enough time to get our shopping done. No, we'll head out at 4-ish. That's still rush hour, I protested. I've never been there, but even I know how bad it gets. Don't worry, we'll look down at the congestion and laugh, he said, grabbing my arm and pulling me on top of him. Look down? He gave me a sexy smile. Yes, down. From my helicopter. James kissed me to silence the questions I was about to ask, and little by little, with each kiss and caress, I forgot about them, until the only thing I could think about was the way he made my body feel.
This was an audiobook created by Relay Publishing, who own exclusive copyright to the story in all territories and formats. For more information, please go to our website, www.relaypub.com. We hope you enjoyed.